I don't think so. You're already pretty heavy on the magic damage with the Rumble. Okay! Well, didn't see that one coming. So now you have the early game powerhouses of the Kalista Renata. Jax also can be great in skirmish. Same for Rumble. And now you have your late game insurance in the ASO. ASO has been kind of on a tear in playoffs in general. Obviously, APA, big fan of it. We saw Rookie play it as well to great
Game
success.
5.
Yep.
And that would be even better, but even so, we are ready for game number 1, guys. Let's hop into the Rift for the first game of this best of 5.
Playing with vertical jungling here, and if you're the one with a Kalista Renata bot lane, vertical jungling towards the bottom half of the map is going to feel amazing. One downside, obviously, is that Kingan needs to play very respectful. But he did go Ignite, so he does have a lot of kill threat, even into the exhaust. They did spot Lucid, he did walk Invasion of the Wave there towards bot side, but like they were going to know anyway, realistically, that he was going to go for a player. As Showmaker really putting the hurt on Chovy here. Does need to respect, because do note, Canyon is still towards his top side, but as long as he hovers towards bot.
Look at Lucid.
Done here.
Level 3.
Oh, they hit two.
It's going to be so strong. Lahens. Let's see if he can keep Pace safe, who has also hit level 2. The stun is going to come in, and Pace in a lot of trouble. The max range handshake gets the job done, and it's first blood for aiming in the bottom lane.
Textbook early game here from DK. Use your strong level 1 to set up and invade. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, yeah, that checks out.
Canyon now heading towards the top side of the map. Can't really get anything done here on the bottom half, so best bet is to just trade cross map, so definitely a good call here.
And let's see if this dive can actually happen. Kingan is level 6, so he can always equalize with the wave if he gets into a little bit of a rough spot, but he doesn't have any vision at the moment.
Yeah, good call. I think they know. Don't know if that'll... Yeah, it should be enough to fully clear it out. So, very nice read. Just those 2 minions not going to do it here.
In terms of his attention.
As we do have, I assume 1 star, maybe it's more stars being taken away from Kingan for going Mercs.
Yeah.
This is where we also see the level lead for Canyon come through due to his farming being a lot better. Currently up a level, about 18 CS, but I do think you don't contest this at Gen G. I think it's nice that Gen G are like, hey, poking and prodding, can we get something going? We can't. Completely fine. Get a plate in mid.
Yeah, I think the bigger part of that is that aiming is quite fed at the moment, as the handshake is perfect from Kellen, and Lahens is in a lot of trouble here. Might have to flash away from this one. He will commit to it. Will he even live, though? As flash over the wall, the Merc Tread's not going to help out in that case, as Canyon is there. And in fact, Lahens survives. So at the end of the day, Gen G trading up in this one.
Not staying alive. Oh, Chovy.
And they see him. Is it going to matter? As the handshake is great once again, but Kellen is so incredibly low. He is going to get away, as Chovy not quick enough to flash over that one, and Kellen has been spot on in this game so far.
This would be really big for DK. It's not the best soul, but it's a soul point nonetheless. Showmaker has his ultimate available, but they're very late. I think this is already gone. Can they find the fight?
Well, I mean,
Lucid, he's running
into the pit, but he's going to have to, yeah, he's going to get it. Okay, gets into the pit, smites it away, and Gen Z are like, all right.
Maybe Showmaker can find a big ult, but that's a little bit conditional, Kellen.
Well, this is one way to do it. We mentioned it before, the engage Renata, and then they just press Devour and flash away. And the follow-up is just not there. So
stand for shenanigans, Valdez. They watch them and they're like, nope, not doing it.
And yeah, Kellen has to Mikhails himself before the fight even begins.
It's gone.
They are struggling to even approach the Drake.
Oh, they're gonna try. They're 5k gold behind.
Just naturally. I mean, the score is 1-1. No way! He just rooted everybody. Jumps on into his team. And yeah, that's a struggle. Kellen is going to have to get Fates called, and D plus Kia are just running tail tucked. I mean,
gets hit.
It just shows the struggle. Like,
it shows the struggle. Oh god.
Well, speaking of struggling, there's no Fates call, there's no flash, there's no Kellen. He did survive there with the bait, or the bailout rather.
Chovy.
So
yeah, you got to try something.
Chovy should have known that this was coming in. Now, Fate's call is just all right.
Flash for flash.
Trading flashes. I suppose that's good for DK. As now, again, they're just keeping him at arm's length, and DK are like, well, we don't have engage. We don't have a way to get in there. The ult comes down from Showmaker, and they're just being poked out. Has a lick. in the bush does happen once again. Canyon does get handshook quite a bit as, yeah, that's going to be the end of Kellen. That was your engage, I guess, as now here comes Canyon with the R button, gets the job done. Well, actually, he gets the job done to himself, just dies immediately. Speaking of which, he's going to do it again. Lucid this time flashes on in, and this time it makes sense. Able to get away, but look at this front line. Kingen just being murdered as he goes down quite quickly to the damage of the TF and the Azir. Just on the chase. So Canyon, once again, kind of just trading his life, but gets the flash out of Lucid, gets a kill for Genji. Now it's 4-on-4.
And with every Counter-Strike, you're like, is he going to go in? But if he goes in, he dies. But if he doesn't go in, they also die.
Yeah. Oh, and that has been the game
Maybe
so
this
far.
is the one.
All right, well, we do have a very funny-looking handshake as now Jovi just going to sweep him up, but he just dashes away, but over the wall goes Showmaker. Will collect the kill. And now this dragon is quite scary, but he dashes away, actually, as the follow-up does come in here, and the damage from Pays and from Keen is too huge. The range as well. Just going to shell like artillery over there, Tom Kench. Picks up a kill. And now he got this Drake on the way. Genji looking to set up for that.
Showmaker.
Meanwhile, this time Canyon's going to send it, and you know what? He's kind of alone, as meanwhile on the top side, Keen just getting on in there. They're going to pick off Kingen. And Canyon actually got out somehow.
Used for DK, 2 for Genji. But like, I think Genji generally don't ever need to do Baron. And as long as they don't flip and don't let DK get back in the game that way, look, they can just push.
Yeah.
Just get the inhibs and not care.
And you see DK, they're going to try to force this one. Lahens, though, tanking up so much. And meanwhile, they're doing more damage to the 5-stack of DK. As now Canyon, yeah, I think they're just going to stop the backs. As we do have the Rumble. This is going to be smited down by Canyon. And yes, he gives his life, but he's giving his life to potentially win the game. And that is totally fine as the backs once again trying to come out here. We do see Kingen trying to get back into the base as a bunch of poking is coming down. Toby, meanwhile, is going to go down, though, as the bailout. Oh, no, he did get devoured, actually, as it will be Showmaker who gets taken out. And now Keen is here on the flank. He gives up the push in mid just to rejoin the fight after taking out 2 Nexus turrets.
And even Kingen on the player cam is like, what are you gonna do about that? He was laughing because they are getting run around the map here.
Oh boy, yep. Flash over the wall, and Keen is going to take that kill, and you just regroup up in mid. I feel like the crowd is kind of stunned by what has happened here. It didn't feel like a normal game of League of Legends, as Genji will take game number 1.
You need to find a way to actually force fights, because if you don't, this is going to happen in the next 2 games as well.
Yep.
Like it's pretty likely.
And after all that, it looks like it's just going to be Azir. And why not? It's available. It's solid. Okay. Good. Go for the Tristana as well. I mean, 80 carries, especially crit 80 carries, very strong on this patch of 14.6. And we've seen Chovy's Tristana is just kind of not fair. So I think that's fine as well.
Yes. Hit him with a hammer,
We're
Valdez.
just gonna beat you over the head with it instead of making a good comp. Guys, let's jump out of the rift for game number 2. Genji getting a bit aggressive in their own right, just like DK did in game number 1 from the red side, maybe looking to set up vertical jungling for the jungle jacks. And in fact, that's exactly what they're doing. And it might be even more as Toby just gonna rocket jump over the wall and pushes them away. Takes a bit of damage for it, but I guess it's going to make their stance very clear on this topic.
Yeah, I imagine that they didn't really want to try and contest level 1, the lethal tempo. It's exactly the same thing that we talked about in the last game, right?
Yep.
But it did not work.
Ooh.
Yep. They did thin out the wave considerably, though.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you can get a steal for the level up?
Some minions? Some little Kruggies? No, he's still level 1. Well, it's fine. Maeve was pushing into him. He should be able to hit level 2.
It's actually big because Canyon doesn't hit level 3. So he doesn't have leap strike.
That too, yeah.
So that might actually be the difference maker. He didn't get enough Krugs.
He can always just flash. Are they going to go for this? Looks like it. Lahen's got his heat in a good spot, and Aiming and Kellen just going to respect it as in goes Canyon. It's level 3 and now he flashes in. Kellen gonna flash away and now Lucid is here as we have a 3-on-3. Aiming stepping up to this one. Canyon getting pretty low, but the damage out of the Rumble is huge as well as the Draven. Gonna get another flash out of this one. As meanwhile, they're denying all of these minions under the turret.
He's going back in.
All right, is he gonna go for the play? He does not have flash. Lahenz is so low, but yeah, down he goes. Oh man, the extension on the creep, and Lahenz will eat a first blood that is given over to Lucid.
A different game already, Feldes, as action explodes towards the bot side of the map. We do have the objective being started. Another big thing that we haven't really talked about yet is that, particularly with the Ahri, you want to hit 6 so badly and as quick as possible as Vi, because that's really where this mid-jungle 2v2 unlocks, where you can ult in aggressively, Showmaker can follow up and get the resets going early. Not sure what to do here. They won't actually go for the Davis King in.
Now the flash on in, and Keen is not going to respect it. Flashes, tries to get the kill onto King, but it will not happen. A 2v1 does pan out pretty well for D+ in the top side, as now Kellen is left just to die. And I guess he just couldn't get away from underneath that turret in time.
Yeah, didn't actually make it out. As soon as the bubble is gone, nice sidestep from Pace there. There is no tool available for DK to keep Lahenz from just straight up barbecuing him. Way back as, oh, Lucid gonna get spotted on the ward. Might be opting into a 3v3, but Gen G have the knowledge advantage. Oh, now they know. And they're like, oh, no.
Oh boy, and now the equalizer comes down. The exhaust is huge, but Canyon with the 3-man stun comes over the top from the top rope and just dunks on them. And there's the cash out for Pace.
Jumps in. Now to make a play on top.
All right, nicely done. Perfect alley-oop over to the side of Showmaker, who is going to hit the charm after Kingen sets that one up beautifully. This is the way it goes sometimes.
Oh, God.
Keenus. Now Lahenz is here. Kingen, remember, he's really low. Took 2 turret shots.
He might be able to delay it. Lucid on his way with flash and ult. He has a lot of sustain.
He is going to make this a bit one-sided as the shutdown goes to the Rumble. And Lahenz might bite the bullet for this one, as now Keen trying to get in here, but the charm is huge, and now Toby shows up and is going to trade one back. Ends up being a 2 for 2.
I don't recall any of them, but in this game, he really is being set up for success. Kingen?
Yeah.
Again? Really?
Actually hurts.
No, I mean the Chemtech.
Oh, yeah. I mean, clearly Ox is just...
Again?
Just not trying. As now Jovi in a bit of a wonky spot, just being solo killed by Kingen.
Again? Really? Oh my god, Kingen on this Gragas. Was about a year ago as, oh boy.
It's the engage cone for Canyon. He gets on in. Kellen, oh, nice bubble. Maybe going to be able to trade this one back with the TP. And in fact, they will. They're going to give that kill over to Aiming. Desperately needed it. But Hayes did pick up another kill. Going to spot him. And did he even notice? It was like going the opposite way. Either way, now it's Lucid against 3. And just one cast from Kingen is not enough. Yes, it does some damage, but really not enough as the exhaust in the bubble, but immaculate timing on the hop away there from Chovy.
Lucid has his ult not yet available.
Yeah, this feels like a good time to fight, especially because Pay's not here at the moment. Tons of burst comes out from Aiming, and it's stolen away by Lucid. This Rift Herald, and now they're going to pick up this Eye as well. DK finding a lot of value, and now Showmaker getting on in there. As will he hit the charm? Yes, he will. Right in front of Canyon, and down he will go. Just like that. And Kellen got the kill.
He did it! Showmaker killed Canyon! Well, Kellen got the kill. But I'm crediting that to Showmaker as he goes in.
Oh, the charm going to hit as well. And now Lucid, he is here on time. Might be traded back by Lahenz, but no. With Showmaker here, level 12. It goes back in. And that's just going to be a trade of kills. Lahenz does pick one up onto Lucid. So
it's also like playing this game out as Pace is so hard as...
Ooh, Lahenz not quite able to sidestep that one. Showmaker has just been He's just been locked in, man. He just keeps hitting everything.
The Lucian Nami coming through there big as well. The amount of mid-game or a prio that you can get and the burst, absolutely pivotal. But
certainly,
again, he's earned it.
Huge amount of burst damage with the AP Gragas already. As here is Showmaker going to get knocked away, but now Keen in a bit of trouble with Lucid here as well. Not able to sidestep that one. And it will be Showmaker to pick up yet another kill. 4 members in the top lane. But yeah, it really is just that. And Showmaker at this point is still incredibly fed, has 10 stacks on a Magi's as well. So maybe going to catch out Lahens here. He is going to be forced to flash. And he might still go down as now the damage is just too much over to the side of Showmaker. And that's just more stacks for him. Already Chovy is beginning to do some insane amount of damage.
Canyon.
Just going to get on in there and try to take out Kellen, but now Canyon just going to be burst to smithereens by the Ahri, who is just owning this game, and now Lucid is left out to dry. That's another kill over the Draven.
I think DK didn't want to risk us. Oh, the pick.
The chance, and it's just a flash. Chovy just going to elect to survive instead, but now trying to follow up on some damage. Decent amount of poke coming out here from Keen. No equalizer just yet from the side of Lahens.
Kingen.
Follow-up coming in pays also, but gotta be careful for Kingen, as you mentioned, as here comes Showmaker, but the charm this time is going to miss. If he lands that one, I think Keen dies. Coming on in, Chovy's like, wait, how are you there already? Yeah, I think he's just dead. I mean, you press R, Showmaker's here, there's the charm, and Chovy will go down. 700 gold given over to Showmaker. And he has 22 stacks on his Magi's already. Yeah, no cease and desist for Lucid, as now the damage is going to come out here from aiming. Lahens pretty low. Still has equalizer, as this one will go the way of Gen G. They deny a soul and even get ahead on Drakes themselves.
Side lanes are real!
No.
It's fine, they just poke.
All right, just get Chovy! Just kill him, but no, the 3-man Counter-Strike comes out from Cannon. Immediately traded back, though, as now 4v4 in this game, and Showmaker still alive, still doing insane amounts, and should have benefited on even more stacks. He's at 24.
Defensive play from Gen G, so strong, so hard to crack.
Oh, trying to get on in there. They press the R button onto Chovy, and they take him out. The damage from the Ahri just too much, and there it is, a double kill now for Showmaker, as they get it done. That's the engage we were looking for, as Showmaker getting very close to the sun is, oh man.
Wait, return.
Stasis?
Oh. Woohoo!
Just barely.
It's fine. He's okay. I don't know what you were asking, but no. It's still up in the air, Valdez.
I mean, Showmaker is so unbelievably fed. Like, how can it not be over?
Sidestep it!
Oh, the Horizon Focus Vision as well. Lahens is so much pressure, but he has an arm guard.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Base is fed. Oh, that was a little scary.
Apparently it's not quite done just yet. Lucid on a ward, unfortunately for him.
Oh yeah, he thought he was fine because the control ward just outside the range of Showmaker!
Here he is, that should be a dead Lahens, down he goes. And the follow-up damage is not good from the side of Gen G, but Canyon gets that engagement, he's in alone, he's going to go down. And now the massive range ult, Pays is going to be caught by the entirety of D+Kia. That will be the end of this game. As well, we'll have to wait and see. Gen G, Chovy trying to stop the bottom lane and the big wave. There's no way. There's just no way, right? Chovy is going to live, but they could just push mid and end the game. As flash forward from Kellen, he's not even going to get the kill. Okay. Guys, you can just end the game. You can just win.
Just win.
And that they will.
Oh, boy. Showmaker showing up huge here. On the Ahri.
And they end? I mean, they should be able to, right?
Yeah, no, they'll be able to.
Okay.
The Nexus.
Jeez.
We're fine.
You never knew until the Nexus was gone. And there it is, D+Kia. They will tie up the series 1-1. We have a series all over our hands. I suppose from range, he was able to do the most, especially because Keen was so far behind. And yeah, D+, they get a lead. They push it into the big game, and they actually close it out cleanly.
That is something that we've seen with a little bit less success. Does give you more prio in the lane, but it has not been as successful outside of it. And I think also doesn't really fill me with the same confidence when it comes to following up on the surefire dive that's going to come through, right? Is there again, that's been pivotal in this series.
Let's see if it works out as we hop into the Rift here for game number 3.
They have both equalizers, Valdez. They have 2.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They could layer them.
Why? I mean, probably don't want to, right? I guess.
Well, why not?
If you can lock them down, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You got a Cassante Q3 going.
You have a Sejuani.
Or you can hide one of them underneath the other.
Yeah, exactly. Although I don't know why you would stand on either of them. So
You're not contesting the first strike.
it's not going to happen.
Way.
Nope. Just let it go. And, you know, we still have a chance for 3 Chemtech Souls in a row.
What if we just do, well, because it's going to 5 games.
It's a mountain Drake, so still a chance.
What do we do? Do we just go for the 5?
Well, at that point, we accept our fate. We
want
hope
to commit,
for 5,
right?
yeah.
We don't want the cringe for
Oh, no, not the
Chemtech
cringe
into
for Chemtech.
1 Hextech.
For Game 5. How about that one Udyr stance that nobody uses?
Tiger?
Yeah.
Or, well, it's not Tiger, but
Definitely not Tiger.
definitely not Tiger.
Is the official name of it.
Kellen does have to flash.
A play here on a Chovy. This is up Vi and Ari. This is what you do. You get in, you press your R button on the mid laner, and then you dash in and they can't get away. Chovy, he Valkyries, he flashes. It does not matter.
For Vi, the amount of extra scaling that you do as Lahens, I mean, maybe he gets a flash?
He's really trying for it. Oh, no, he's just going to get the kill.
Okay, you do have to flash, Showmaker.
Showmaker's like, surely he doesn't do this. Lance is like, no, I'm doing this. Trust me. Gotten all out, and a play on the top side. No equalizer anymore. But there is a Sejuani here. Canyon also with no Glacial Prison. And this is an Udyr. A lot of damage being done, though, by the side of Keen, and now King is pretty low on the play, and the stacking of the permafrost doesn't even really matter. They just had the damage to get it done.
Oh yeah, you gotta dive Pays here.
Genji, honestly, this Dragon's not that high value when the Chemtech Soul comes up.
Oh, you're playing into Ari and Vi as well. They're running a risk here. Keen has TP, King doesn't.
Oh, the collapse coming on in, and Showmaker not exactly winning that trade, so he's going to be zoned away, and that's going to be the Drake over to them, and it's a 3rd Chemtech Soul in a row. Too many opportunities to get that happening as Kingen, he's tanky. Can he live against 3 people again? No, the answer will be again no, as Lahens this time will once again pick up the kill and is now 3-0 on a Rumble.
Lahens getting monstrously fed here. Lucid going a little bit far forward there. They won't even be able to actually get it. Great job from Keen there. Good response. They got first turret blood. They deny the mid lane turret being taken, so the Herald doesn't get that much value. He's aiming.
Running on forward. He is so fast, so difficult to get away from this one. His Pays is now Lahens on the run as well. And yeah, he's just going to be locked down. Not the disengage cone. Okay, it's a shutdown going to aiming on Zeri. Maybe a bit of a mini Zeri moments there. Yeah, and with the package held now, trying to get in on top of Chovy. The burst damage is not there, and Showmaker on the flank trying to take up Pace here.
They're low.
It's pretty close, and with the Zeri, he's going to get the pick off. Showmaker does it again.
He lives!
And that pushes them away. So many low health bars here on the side of Genji, and this Zeri still full health. He tries to get the pick. It's not going to happen. Again, it's a Zeri as the spike does go the way of Canyon, though. That is Chemtech Soul, but aiming, looking to have his moment. He wants to get his stamp over the wall. He goes, flashes into 2 of them, and will take out the one. Chovy, desperate, and he's just gonna Valkyrie away to his death. It's a double kill, 6,000 damage for aiming, and try to get a big gold advantage before the Elder Drake spawns in 4.5 minutes.
Now though, last game we saw, not the
Keen comes in, and now Keen, yeah, he's real tanky, doesn't matter, as he immediately gets burst down. The rest of the team not even there to help him, and D plus Kia, look at this team right now.
No one is that tanky as the poke from aiming strikes true. They don't have a wave though.
Now Kingen also extremely tanky. Oh wow. Oh jeez. That was quite a lot of damage from the side of Chovy.
Man. No lockdown.
Yeah. No dragons, no problem. And he has done the most damage. Lucid kind of an awkward spot, but it's actually Lahens who's in also a very awkward spot. Gonna force out the TP here from Keen. And that's pretty early on. We still got a minute and a half until this Elder Drake does spawn.
It's just Elder Flip again, isn't it? This is the fight that probably is going to end up deciding the game, unless we get a really weird situation in which like only a single member lives.
Yeah.
Look at the control for Genji here.
And King can't really utilize his teleport advantage because, you know, he's an Udyr, he doesn't push that fast. Also, he needs to soak damage in the front line here for his team.
You want to try and time out this package.
And the poke is not landing. Well, I say that and immediately lands. King in the front line, he's being burst, and they don't quite get through it. The redemption this time is right on time, but over the wall goes Toby. And immediately, oh, he's doing so much damage with that equalizer, and that should be enough. As Gen G routing them, but now on the dragon is aiming. Might be able to finish this off.
Can you go in?
Yeah, he just has smite. Okay, I guess that's it. That's just the way the game ends. Elder Drake is taken by Gen G. And the game will end. Aiming doesn't matter if he doesn't have a team to help him out.
So wait, we're 31 seconds in, and they need to push for everything with 5 people though. You gotta imagine that they're gonna be able to.
They have Elder for over 2 minutes with the 4 elemental drakes. I mean,
it's just a clean ace. There you saw the attempt. Lucid and Showmaker try to flip it around on Chovy, and it doesn't work. They just end up going down. There's not enough space. Lucid, Showmaker are going to be coming in, but I don't think they can defend here.
I mean, Lucid's a Vi, like he's just going to be burnt to a crisp. There's Elder Drake, and 1 by 1. Yeah, they might be able to get lands here. Maybe, okay, they do, but yeah.
Waves here.
They just don't have a Nexus.
Can't do it.
That's going to do it. The Elder fight is won by Gen G, and so will the game be. 2-1 now in the series, going the way of Gen G. It just all went to nothing because of one team fight. Look at the gold difference graph. That really tells a story there at the end of the game. I feel like there were a lot of good options. LeBlanc is not really one of the meta picks, I think, for a reason, but it has lockdown. And Urgot, yes, is the choice into Rek'Sai. Some experimentation into the Rek'Sai in the top lane. We'll see if it works out for Gen G as we hop into the Rift for game number 4.
We'll see what Keen ends up building here. As mentioned, Hullbreaker, insanely strong.
Huh. Well, no Nautilus in this game. Anyway, do have a little bit of a play being made here. Here comes Pays over the wall. Takes a massive chunk of damage. Might even die to the minions. That would be embarrassing, but he's not going to have to use the barrier.
Yeah, it was close, closer than I think he would have liked it to be. Big mistake there. Overstepping, and especially this early on in levels, that is a big amount of burst.
And essentially just own the lane. But part of the reason why that didn't happen is because Kellen and Aiming got there so early, right? They controlled the brushes, as we do have a nice trade here. The chain's going to land here on a Chovy, but he's just fine. Some gold from the first strike going over to Showmaker.
The amount of pro games I've costed, where we had Morgan on Renekton, 5 manning, as early Drake is getting taken. With this drop, I don't think either team is going to be looking to do a whole lot before level 6. I mean, Gen G is not looking to do anything. Not doing a whole lot. Canyon is still level 5.
Canyon just taking a bunch of damage, but level 6 Vi will get the job done, as now Canyon, as you mentioned, in a bit of trouble, but he just flashes away and, you know, phase rush, and
you're here.
He bought a full Sunfire.
Wow.
I guess he just needed a little bit of extra money, as now the flash on in from Lucid. Canyon in a lot of trouble. You can't get away from the Vi, as desperate to get over to the right side, but he is absolutely dead. The only question is who they give the kill over to. Lucid don't take it away from Showmaker.
As early Drake and Veldas just knows, everyone.
Just calling. I did initially say it was Hextech. Ooh. Chovy. Getting the
crowd going,
broken. Yeah. The crowd liked that one.
Right, like, never, ever. And I feel like if you look at Keen as just a black clean.
Oh,
Pace!
And he face checks here as Pace is in a lot of trouble, calling to the face, Aiming. Gonna take him out with a little bit of help from Kellen. As a very nice timing to get in position to punish Pace. And we'll take another look. Let's go this way. Let's go for Zeri. Got Zeri.
And if Lahans,
that's all he said.
If Lahans is on the other side of the map, like Pace dies there, because Vi was already roaming over. But Lahans was actually on his way.
Can they actually kill the Urgot here? I mean, the lockdown from the leash, perhaps, as Redemption also coming in. Not quite fast enough from Lahans. Nice try, though, but a good capitalization here from the LeBlanc and the Vi. You can extend those picks so far because both those picks have so much mobility.
That is very normal for the state of jungle right now, as Keen might be getting caught here. Aiming on his way.
Not quite going to Get another knock up there as the Rift Herald is going to be pushing into the top side. Canyon to lock that one down. Lahen's also here. And it's a 3-on-2 for now, but they're not going to crack the turret down just yet. Meanwhile, TP in the mid just try to hold on to this one. Really,
there's no turret.
Trying to punish them on this one, and I think it's going to work. I mean,
yeah.
The potential to chase with their composition is huge. You think about Rek'Sai, Lucian, Vi, LeBlanc, and now it's Pays all alone.
Tremor Sands,
He's
big
in
there.
a very awkward spot, but the rest of the team is not going to commit to it, so they just let them walk away.
I think you have to pull the trigger there. I think that's your opportunity, but they don't want to risk it. They don't want to throw the game. A big teamfight win there could lead into an immediate Baron. Instead, DK effectively invest the TP.
Oh, man.
And pick themselves up a turret and a whole lot of damage onto Pays.
Yeah, he's still trying to scale. He's not being given many opportunities. Meanwhile, down at the bottom side, Vi and LeBlanc put 2 and 2 together once again, and they take out Jovi in the side lane. Have been good about getting those early leads and pushing them, as we are seeing here once again. Pays barely even able to stand in the mid lane.
He's done.
Oh God, Canyon. Notice I didn't mention Canyon before. He can easily step up to Canyon and take him out. Meanwhile, Showmaker nearly taking out Pays. And just like that, they don't get the kills, but they're out of the fight.
That's Flash gone. That's Barrier gone. The Ocean Soul, or the Ocean Soul point rather. I don't think Gen.G should contest. I think he should let this one go.
Well, they're going to try. Lucid going for the blue buff. He's immediately going to be taken away and chopped up by the Urgot. And that's going to be the end of that. That gives a chance now for Gen.G to extend this game to take the Drake. Uh-oh. Oh, Pays. That's a little slowdown. That's the end of the Zeri in just the span of a half a second. Down goes Pays. And now they can group up in mid. They can take out this inhibitor. They can rotate bot, take out that one.
See, enemy? The only one that really has to try to do anything is Showmaker.
He does have some aimable abilities, yes. As tidal wave over the top, it's a bubble, and DK are like, nope, we are running away. Jovi has other ideas, though, as there it is! They are going to take out the Nami, but that's just the Nami. Can they kill Rek'Sai?
Guys!
Have they overextended? Kingin is dead. And 2 pickoffs for the side of Gen.G, with Baron up in 40 seconds.
Guys!
Yep, the pings are coming in, and oh God, Jovi trying to get so far away, but with 3 members, they take out Jovi, and the pick is successful right before the Baron. But the other 2 are coming up here in about 10 seconds. We do see D plus Kia trying to rotate over and take those down. They want to get the full, safe 3-lane victory, maybe pick up an Ocean Soul if they feel like it, but don't even necessarily have to do that. Let's see what they decide on as, actually, backing away for now, but it does look like they do want to make a play here for this inhibitor. Oh
yeah, just slow play it. You have Baron, so just as long as you get the inhibs and you don't take a risk, minions are going to do the work for you. Oh, DK. They want to get to a game 5 so badly. They don't want to walk. All flashes are up outside of Lahen's, and I don't think his is the one you're afraid of.
Ah, there it is, aiming. Ready to press his buttons, takes him out. Excellently timed and aimed. Calling, and that'll be the end of Canyon and the end of the 3 inhibitors. They slowly but surely push in to these Nexus turrets and are looking to bring us to Silver Scrapes.
3 inhibitors down.
Very slowly.
Very slow.
Extremely surely.
We are not taking any risks, Valdez. We're playing it safe.
Yeah, and no reason to, as the flash away from Keen and the engage comes in. There's the Zeri with the ult. Both Nexus turrets are down. They take out the Vi, and they will hold on to their Nexus for now. Down will go Rek'Sai as Keen also going to survive once again.
Okay, guys, we either commit or we don't.
Okay, TP.
You have full health bars on these 3 members.
TP.
If Kingin and Lucid go in, you have to commit.
Jovi is committing. He is not going to be let down. Takes away the Nami, but only the Nami.
Okay, there's no way. Oh, Showmaker should be able to make it out.
He doesn't have distortion, and he's spotted. Over the wall he goes. Mimic is up in like 2 seconds. Okay, he's gonna hop back and just choose to take out Lahen's. Okay.
The heal from Crypt Bloom. He's still gonna die. Kane's gonna find him.
Oh, not the plants. Oh God. And okay, they finally get it done. Okay. Meanwhile,
it shouldn't matter, Valdez.
We're fighting. We're going to try to fight into aiming. Lucid and Showmaker
Nexus.
and Kingen are just sending it into the Nexus. Is it enough? I'm not so sure. The autos are coming in. The sweep away. And Showmaker's so low. And the last couple of autos will get it done. V plus Kia, in very tense fashion, will bring us to Silver Scrapes.
They were not picked by Gen G, and if I might remind you, 2 of the members on Gen G do have some bad memories about picking a team that champions, but I think the Aatrox makes perfect sense here.
It's Kingen.
Yep.
You gotta send it on the Aatrox. R5, game 5, and that they will. Aatrox locked in, as the DK fans loving that one. It could just happen. These 2 squads, these 2 organizations that have so many wins behind them. Let's see who gets the win here in game number 5 on the Rift.
We'll see if they actually end up going for this. Showmaker also going for Tankazir, which I really like. I think this composition will have plenty of damage. Don't think you're going to be too worried. And he has, in my opinion, also looked the best on it.
Just using all the vision they have to get even more aggressive with Showmaker on the back. And now, Canyon going to start up on the spawn of the Void Grubs and get that one going for himself.
This is also the last patch that we get to see Jungle Rel on. So, if you're a Jungle Rel fan, cherish it while the lost is aiming.
Yeah, Pace going forward, trying to get the grab at him, but now he's stuck on awkward guns, and it's not going to take a great trade as aiming. A very nice angle. He's been so stellar this whole series.
Oh, Lucid maybe waiting for Lahens to go and ward. Was able to still dictate the pace of the game. The amount of tracking that's been going on Lucid, really want to shout out. It's been like 4 or 5 wards in his topside jungle already, so not want to get caught off guard, not want to be surprised by a gank of the Sejuani. Gen G just trying to maintain an even lane state as
Red-White really trying to pressure this one as the flash comes in. Immediate cleanse and flash out of aiming, but now we've got Toby and he's up against the wall. Aiming will go down, and Kellen as well. Ooh, he's going to live, and Pace goes down to him.
Keep the gold relatively even due to the fact that the trade didn't mean that much in the grand scheme of things. Lucid now starting this up on Vision, and I don't actually know if they can get away with this. There are no ults available here for Chovy.
Chovy's just not really doing damage right now, as now he has to flash over the wall, and Showmaker's like, okay, cool. I mean, take a look at the items here from Chovy. He's got tier 2 cooldown boots, essentially, and that's it. So
it's boots of lucidity. That's not enough by itself.
Yeah.
Trust our team fighting.
Ooh, nice angle here from Keen. Speaking of which, he's going to bring him over the wall now. Kingen going to press his ult and use the walk or fly away, as now Lahen's in a bit of trouble, has to flash over the wall. Meanwhile, in mid, Showmaker is just fine.
We'll see if he's able to replicate it. So much power and so much responsibility rests on his shoulders with this draft.
I mean, you think about the other game where he played Zeri, it was game 3 where they kind of lost it against Package. And that wasn't aiming's fault. Here we go. Ult's going to be utilized here as immediately Pays and Lens just turn tail, but now TP coming in. A lot of damage already done to Pays and Lens. He's just going to cleanse here away from the root as now Chovy goes over the wall, and now aiming is in a lot of trouble, gets knocked into the rocks, and now Kellen left for the fishes as well. Double kill over to Chovy, who's making his presence felt in the bottom lane yet again.
Chovy being the difference maker in this one. I haven't finished my sentence, or the caster curse strikes. Aiming and Cannon look for the 2v2 all in. So no way to outplay that. You can't walk your way out of that one.
Yeah, like Showmaker has done many a time, and now Showmaker's getting in there. Again, he's pretty tanky. The Lucid ult comes through, and Chovy gets shut down. The kill will go over to Lucid. It's now Canyon running away from this Zeri. Tons of damage coming out from this D+ comp.
Chovy holding his flash there because he wants Showmaker to flash, and as long as Showmaker isn't flashing, he's not flashing. But he's already underneath his turret. You can try to go for this, but it is a bit risky unless he face checks, which he doesn't. Lucid.
Lucid just going for
it's fine.
He's just gallivanting out there on his Poro. Here we go. Gonna get that engaged, but immediately Canyon is going to get cleansed, and now with the wild growth should be okay. As here comes Chovy over the top, Lucid in a bit of trouble. The knockup comes in, and the stun as well, but now Showmaker jumping into the back line. Might be able to take a Pace, not quite able to, but here's Kingen looking for the back line. and the fight extends. This is where D plus Kia, they will thrive, as meanwhile, Showmaker just being bullied by Keen. And the kite back comes through from the side of Gen G. Nobody else will die.
Infernal Soul on champions like Zeri, on champions like Lethality Aatrox, as if he doesn't two-shot people already.
Well, he's looking to do that to Canyon. Canyon hops away. And there's a Talia in the vicinity. Jovi has been doing a great job of making his presence felt, but look at this, Lahen's caught out on the left side. He's gonna wild growth himself and try to run away.
Slowed.
Slow comes down and he is dead. Flash on in from aiming. He is not messing around. A Showmaker gets the pick on the pace, but they can't get to the back line. Lucid pretty low as Keen trying to do Kagan will not go down. Finally gets taken out, but they have not dealt with Showmaker or aiming, who are still on the chase. Canyon looks like he is totally going to be left out here. And right? Okay.
Yeah, he's dead.
Down he goes. They give the kill to Showmaker.
I think they try to give the kill to aiming, and they're like, let's take him down. We need to make sure. And if DK ever commit to a fight and don't actually kill, they know. They gotta know.
They gotta know, right? No, they don't quite know, as Canyon shows up big, but the damage is not taken out aiming. They finally get it done. As Showmaker, he needs to be the carry now, but Toby's in the back line. The damage is being done, but look at Kingen flashing on top of the Talia. Might be able to do it. Keen is going insane mode in that back line himself, and the knockup comes in from Toby to seal the deal on the team fight.
That's a team fight win there for Gen G. Chovy. King doesn't have
They're just going to start it.
He spotted on vision. Absolutely, they should.
Well, now
absolutely, they should.
Now they have vision. Can they do this fast enough? Is really the next question. And
are we going to flip?
Surely,
there is a rel. It's not really a flip.
He's going to put his nose in there. We do have a wall that is put down. The Glacial Prison gone, and now the engage coming over the wall, aiming into that back line. Excellent dash away and flash from this one, and now the chase comes in. Chovy in a lot of trouble. The Moonlight Vigil does nothing, and now Kingen is going to be grabbed over the wall, and Showmaker out, and Showmaker makes the play, gets over the wall, but now he's going to go down.
Aiming's alive though!
And once again, we reset. It's 3v3, and nobody can do the Baron.
Nothing happens!
Nobody can do the Baron. Okay. As DK, once again, they threaten a fight. Wall is going to come down. Chovy is safe. The ult goes wide, and Gen G will pick up the Baron. Here comes aiming on the follow-up, though. The flank comes in from Kingen. Not the best flank, as now Canyon going in alone. The massive damage in that backline. They don't get onto pace, though, as Showmaker stopped in his traps, and he will not get a significant knock-up. And now aiming has to do it 1v4. He might be able to. They might just be able to, and he gets over the wall. They know they're down a member. Gen G, they're gonna win the fight barely, and they get the Baron. Still a bit on the chase here is Keen, just threatening slowly onto aiming.
That should also be the second dragon going over to Gen G. Starting to stack these as TP comes in. Oh, they want to contest. There's no smite. Lucid actually has an earlier smite. Maybe DK gets the trade-off to roll.
And man, Gen G, they must feel pretty good about the way things went, all things considered. I mean, you get a Baron, you get another Infernal, now you've got this wall coming up here, and looking to catch out Lucid, kind of an awkward spot for him. He is going to be 100-0'd, and that giant Cassante, nobody can chew through that. And here comes the push. They still have the Baron buff for a minute.
Might even try to look for the ends. Aiming does have his flash available. They have McKills. Is it enough though? Kingen doesn't have a Surreal Dust yet. We'll see if Gen G wants to run the risk, because if you overextend here, end up getting wiped, counterpunch could be lethal. Not gonna risk it. They don't actually need to hard commit for this soul, but it looks like with the TP, DK are gonna try and make it work. Pace taking a lot of poke already.
Yeah, already taking a bit as they're gonna go all in onto Lucid. That's not the target. The Moonlight Vigil is pretty good though. Redemption does come in, aiming getting extremely low on that backside. Oh, the knockup comes in on the King, and he's splashing away. He knows what it means if he gets caught, but the Cassante, you can't get away from him, and down will go Kingen, and the team just will not commit on the side of DK. They're just gonna give another Drake over to the side of Gen G.
Aiming's too low. There's no way that's gonna be for Drake going over. Oh, if they come back, they might just be able to end up with this.
Yeah, they can't back. Showmaker totally caught here.
No!
Flash Polymorph, he is done for.
Is that it?
That might just be it. Unfortunately, this game might just be decided. by this series of plays in a row. Lucid is on the run.
Oh, what an anticlimactic end that will be. Lucid trying to clear the wave there, but the TP doesn't let him. Oh, they're going to try and go for a Hail Mary. Try and look. But I don't know if you're going to actually be able to get one. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Zeri's still alive, but
34 seconds. I don't know if they can hold here. That might just be it.
Seen Zeri Yuumi do some crazy things in my life, but I don't think that it can do this one. 8 seconds on Kingen. Do you have enough time? Do you have enough wave clear to make it through and survive? Pays moving forward. Keen trying to tank up now, just going to assassinate onto the Zeri. But now, here comes Kingen, and the flash away is going to do it. Kingen had to flash away in the last fight, and now aiming. He's alive. He's still trying to stay this one, but it's not going to matter. The Nexus goes down, and Gen.G will win game number 5. And Canyon seemed like the most happy. Everybody else was just relieved. They were like, oh God, okay.
Well,
and I feel like for Canyon, that was like the one game where he really kind of made his mark. You know, he wasn't the main character, but he had some really nice rail angles. So.
Thank you very much. This is Dear for the post-match interview translation with Gen.G after their victory against D plus Kia in the playoffs round 2. Congratulations!
네, 오늘 정말 쉽지 않았던 승리였던 만큼 차근차근히 제가 이야기를 좀 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 기인 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다.
First off,
오늘
Keen.
정말 혈전이었습니다.
Keen, it was such a bloody match.
진출하셨는데요.
It was a win-loss, win-loss, win series. How does it feel to advance to the upper bracket? Yeah, it was a best of 5 after such a long time. And yeah, reaching the silver scrapes and after such a tough battle, it's rewarding, but it was very hard.
1세트 특패로 활약하시면서 POG를 받아가시기도 했습니다.
With the TF play in Game 1, you were selected as a POG, and you were actually undefeated on top with TF with 6 wins. So in the current meta, when is a good time to pick top TF? I can't really go into details, but I'm pretty confident with the playing Twisted Fate in general, and it really goes well with how the team plays. So I think that's how we ended up with the TF pick. And you kept banning Kingen's recent pick, Rek'Sai, and adjusted your pick at top. Do you think the top Rek'Sai ban was effective? Yeah, we saw how Kingdom was so good with Rek'Sai. But to be honest, I can't really say that it was super effective. I think we're just going to have to prepare well for the next match. And in the pre-show, the topic of discussion was what Rek'Sai's counter is. And we actually mentioned Urgot. So what was the decision based on? How did it feel? I feel like it's just some pick. It can be a pick that we can always come up with. And I think you always have to consider it as a counter. And there's just one last step left. If you win the upper bracket, you get to advance to the finals for the first time in 6 years. So what is your resolution? Yeah, it's been such a long time since I haven't advanced, and I pretty much forgot how it feels. So I want to make sure that I prepare well to make sure that we advance to the upper bracket. And Canyon, after Game 5, we heard you say, "Why is it so hard? How does it feel to win?" I'm very happy that we were able to win. I can definitely say that whenever I get to the playoffs, I end up in a spot where we go to Game 5, which is quite surprising. And of course, it looks like the fan sign says, "No personal feelings, Canyon." And Showmaker, yeah, he actually declared war, saying, "Canyon, I'm coming to kill you." You saw that, right? Yes. So what was your preparation like? Yeah, I definitely really wanted to win today after hearing him. And we prepared very hard. And you were against the rookie Lucid. And we noticed that the opponent was trying to utilize Bai. So how was it? Vi definitely is very tough to deal with when it comes to supplementing bot lane.
네, 좋습니다.
And
자,
I
이제
think
다음
we
경기
thought,
진행을
oh yeah, it would make the match a lot easier if we banned Vi.
각오가 남다를 것 같습니다.
It would be the first time after 2 years that you would head over to the finals. So what is your resolution? I want to make sure that we
네, 응원하도록
make it to the
하겠습니다.
finals since it's been a while. So we'll make sure to work hard. And next up will be Chovy. Chovy, All-Pro First Team, Regular Season MVP, Player of the Split. Of course, you showed such an amazing performance today. How do you feel?
접전이었는데 이제 5경기에서 승리해서
It was a close game today.
네,
And I'm really glad that we were able to win in Game 5. I'm very happy. So it seems like you guys always get a close game against D plus Kia. And of course, we reached Silver Scrapes. So how was the game today?
걔랑 할 때 사실 뭐 2대1
Against D plus Kia,
풀 세트를 항상
we've always went 2-1 or 3-2.
생각 없었고 오늘도
And so it didn't really feel any special going to Game 5. And I had a very positive mindset, I would say, because I said, well, even if we go to Game 5, we can win. And in Game 3, you picked Corki against Ari. And in Game 5, you picked Talia and roamed and displayed such great performance and received 2 POGs. So how did you prepare against the Showmaker? I feel like we're really good at the read on the matchup and the tier list. And we just told ourselves that as long as we're wary of the comfort picks and some of the cheese picks that D plus Kia might come up with, that nothing wrong will go. Nothing would go wrong. And who do you think tomorrow in tomorrow's match will make it to the upper bracket? It doesn't really matter. I hope that they have a great game. And Pace will be next.
정말 승리를 확신한 순간 짜릿하셨을 것 같습니다. 기분이 어떠셨나요?
How did you feel when you got the decisive edge in Game 5? Yeah, I was really happy. And just looking back, I feel like bot lane, we got outplayed, and I'm a little disappointed. With patch 14.6, what do you think was key to bot lane?
보통 팀들이 라인 전선 바로스 칼리스타 이런 걸 배너하고 하는 것 같고 그리고
normally I feel like
그게 없을 때 이제 바텀에서
teams will ban
챔프들이 나오는데
Varus and Kalista, some aggressive champions.
뭐 리챔이 중요한 것 같습니다.
네, 좋습니다.
I think it's just what you end up picking as the blind pick matters the most in the end.
5세트에는 아펠룰루까지 등장하게 됐는데요.
It looks like we got all different matchups in all 5 games. So why did you end up with the Aphelios Lulu pick against Seri?
제리 상대로 아펠이 좋다고 생각을 해서 제리 룰루 아펠 룰루
I thought that Aphelios
아펠 룰루 조합을
is
것 같습니다.
네, 좋습니다. 그 결과
it's good against Seri. I think that's why we ended up picking Aphelios and Lulu.
어떤 부분 더 보여주고 싶으신지 들어보겠습니다.
What kind of performance do you want to show in the upper bracket?
자신감이 넘쳤고 제 개인적으로 실력.
Before the match, I was pretty confident about my skills, but I think I found my weakness and something that I lack in today. So I want to make sure that I show an even improved form of myself in the next match. Lastly, let's talk to Lihan. Yeah, can you tell us about the hat that you're wearing again? This is actually not my hat.
젠랑이라고 합니다. 젠지 호랑이인 거죠?
It's called 젠랑.
제가 인터뷰 준비하는 과정에서도 다른 분이
Please give it a lot of love. You know, I'm wearing this hat from one of the fans, and it feels a little wet. I hope that fan wasn't sweating too much. What is your overall thoughts on today's match? Of course, I have a lot of experience in best of fives, and I thought I had enough understanding of it. But in the end, Keen actually told me that I've never lost against T plus Kia, so it gave me a lot of confidence.
네, 기인 선수가 네.
뭐 저는 그 당시에 팀의 소속이
Well,
아니었기 때문에
어.
뭐 리엔즈
Back
선수가
then,
더
you know, I
잘할 것
wasn't a
같은데
part
잘
of the
모르겠어요.
game, the organization, and I just had full faith of Lihans in his ability to win.
이 리엔즈 선수 작년까지 에이밍 선수와 함께 하셨잖아요.
Lihans,
에이밍
until
선수
last year,
대리를
you
잘
played with
다루시기로 유명한데
alongside Aiming,
3세트, 5세트에
and Aiming is
내주시더라고요.
well known
중간에
for his
따라하시는
Seri,
확실히
but you
에이밍
let him
선수가
play
좀
her in Game 5. So
잘하고
was
있는
it
것
tough
보기
facing her at
좋은데
all?
아무래도 페이 선수가 훨씬 잘하다 보니까 예.
You know, I know how
열심히
good
더
Aiming is. I know
연습했으면
I'm happy to
좋겠습니다.
see him
알겠습니다. 저 이제
do
승자에
so well,
집중하시면서
but
잠시 후에
Pace
확정
is the better AD carry. I hope Pace also works really hard to become an even better player.
뭐 여느
So what will the main
똑같이 준비할 거고요.
focus
네, 제가
point
캐리하겠습니다.
of your preparation process be?
리엔즈 선수의
You know,
캐리
we'll do the same.
기대해보도록
I will
하겠습니다.
just make sure that I carry.
승부끝을 걸고 승자조 경기를 펼치게 되는데 T1과 한화생명
And next
중
up will be the
리엔즈
upper
선수가 원하는
bracket.
상대는 누군가요?
So between T1 and Hanwha Life Esports, who do you want to face?
주장이십니다. 네.
Since as the captain of the team.
뭐죠 이거? 예. 저는 이제
What is this question?
하나생명을 좀 더 왕호랑 보고 싶어요.
You know,
빨리.
I want to meet
네,
Peanut.
보고 있을 것 같은데요.
I'm
어떻게 생각하실지 궁금합니다.
Eager to see
마지막으로
Peanut.
팬분들께
So I would say
각오
Hanwha Life
네.
Esports.
저희가 오늘
And lastly,
경기도, 예,
please
승리로
share your
마무리하게
resolution with your
됐는데 다음
fans.
경기도 잘 준비해서
We're able
좋은
to
경기
wrap up the
하도록
game
하겠습니다.
with a victory. We'll make sure to prepare well and make sure that we show you a great performance in the next upcoming match. And that'll be the end of the interview with Gen G players, and back to the space.